Hey yo, so what's going on YouTube? YoSnafu here. I'm your hip hop and anime influence gamer. If you already know, welcome back to another brand new video. And in today's video, we're gonna be trying out something new. This is something that I want to make into a whole series. If it does well enough, and if you guys leave me good feedback, it'll probably be like a whole series and all that. And what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be going to MyAnimeList, and we're gonna be looking at people's negative reviews of certain shows that I love and enjoy. Because sometimes I'll be watching a show that I really love, and then I'll think like, damn, there's somebody out there that doesn't like this show for a certain reason, and I kind of want to see why. So that's what we're going to be doing. And this is all for jokes. I don't really care about people's opinions. If you guys don't like a certain show that I like, that's totally fine. I don't really care, but I just thought this would be a funny and like cool idea to do. I don't know if anybody else has done it. I'm pretty sure it's been done, but I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna just do it myself. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So yeah, let's get right into it. All right, so we're gonna be switching up the format real quick. We're gonna be doing this type of format. All right, so let's hop right into MyAnimeList, and I should be logged in already. Yep, YoSnafu, that's my name on there. So if you guys want to go and check out MyAnimeList, you can go right ahead. And so for this episode, I thought what better way to start it off with one of my favorites of all time, and that is Samurai Champloo. So we're gonna be looking it up and seeing what kind of score I gave it, and we're gonna be talking about why it's my favorite anime of all time and why I praise it so much. All right, here it is. Also, by the way, this is probably going to contain spoilers because I'm pretty sure people are going to be talking about the ending and stuff in their review. So if you haven't seen the show, I say go give it a shot. It's a fucking dope show. So yeah, go check it out and then come back and check out this video. And if you don't care about spoilers and you already seen the show, then stay around. So so yeah, I gave it a 10 out of 10. Of course, it's not flawless in any way, but to me, it was just a 10 out of 10 because of everything that it that it has. It's just like the whole package was just perfect to me because if you guys don't know, in my intro I say I'm your hip hop and anime influence gamer because hip hop, I grew up listening to a lot of hip hop. Like I grew up listening to like Wu-Tang, like Atmosphere, Typical Cats, A$AP Rock, and a bunch of others. So I was listening to like not like popular, like it wasn't on the radio and shit like that. It was more like underground and like indie, I guess you would say, like independent hip hop. So that's what I was listening to. And like this show, so this show introduced me to Nujabes, rest in peace. He was one of the greatest like beat makers. He inspired a lot of people. He like, even people say he inspired like, he's like the, like he's the one that started like lo-fi and stuff like that, which I guess I could agree with that. So introduced me to Nujabes and also the rapper Shingo too, because he's the one that raps the intro. And, Nujabes made the beat. So like listening to them is so this show introduced me to them, and then from there just kind of like opened me up to like more like artists and stuff like that. So that's why I love this show, because of the intro. It's my favorite anime opening of all time as well, because like I said, I just love hip hop that much. So when I heard it and like just the style of it too, like the intro, dude, it blew it. Like to this day, whenever I hear the intro, it makes me want to rewatch the show, because I've rewatched the show like so many fucking times, and every time I hear the intro, it just makes me want to fucking watch it again. It's just that good. Like it's just everything I love. It's all in one package. Like also because the elements of this show, like there's like breakdancing, Mugen, his fighting style is like breakdancing and it's like crazy. So there's a lot of hip hop influence. There's like a graffiti episode where they kind of tag. It wasn't like a whole episode about graffiti, but there was like that element. There was beatboxing. So there was just a lot of shit that I love put into one show. I love samurais. I love all that shit. So that's why I fucking love this show and why it's a 10 out of 10. I love Mugen, one of my favorite anime characters. Jin, he's cool as well. He's cool, calm, and collective. Mugen is like crazy and shit. And then Fu, she's kind of like, I don't know, she's just Fu, like she's cool too, I guess. So there's not much about her, I guess. I guess her character, I guess she brought the whole adventure together, so I guess that's what's cool about her. And I just love the three of them and like the banters between them. And like at the end of the show, it's just kind of like it ends really well. Like I just they go on their own path and everything, and it's just like I know a lot of people like want like another season, but I think it just ended perfectly because they went through their adventure, they grew as people, and they just kind of separated, and that's just how life is sometimes. So I know a lot of people didn't like that ending as well, so I'm pretty sure that's what people are gonna say, and like probably like one of their negatives, but I love how it ended. So let's get into the reviews, the negative reviews, of course. Maybe I'll read some of the positive ones as well just to see what people say, but we got right here, we got an overall rating of 9. We got a 9. I guess this show overall is highly praised, but I'm kind of curious to like, see what some people that don't, I'm curious to see why some people didn't like it. Which I have seen some people, videos of people talking about why they don't like it, but like I said, it's not a big deal to me. But let's see, let's look for some negative reviews. Okay, right here we got a 6 out of 10. So let's see what this person thought about it. All right, so we're just gonna briefly go through it real quick. Okay, Cowboy Bebop is one of my favorite anime of all time. He has like little brothers, like yeah, because it's made by the same person. Cowboy Bebop is another dope show that I love as well. But we'll probably do that on another episode, or maybe I'll mention it in this one as well, depending how short. Because I don't want this one to be too short, because we're just doing one show at a time. I think I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Story. The story is about a girl named Fu wandering, trying to find a mysterious samurai that smells of sunflowers. Mugen integrates hip-hop breakdancing, into the fighting style. Eddie Goro from Tekken, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it's episodic, which I really like that as well about the show. Characters. The characters are pretty bland compared to memorable cast for Bebop. What? Bland? I would say maybe I can see why people would say Fu is kind of bland, but Mugen and Jin, bland? Nah, crazy dog, crazy. But I guess, that's your taste. There aren't cores likable as Spike. Yeah, Fu isn't as awesome as Ed or Faye. Yeah, I can see why Fu didn't like her like that. There's no villain anywhere that level badass of issues. Like, I can see why they say that, but I think, it's different shows. The art is really good. Yeah, the art is fucking dope, which is, I guess, is the art and the music of the show is the best. Wait. Hold on. He gave the sound a 3 out of 10. Shut the fuck up right now. He gave, out of everything, I didn't expect the sound a 3 out of 10. Maybe he just doesn't like hip-hop. This person maybe just doesn't like hip-hop. Difference between Bebop and Champloo is the choice of soundtrack, jazz versus rap. This is obviously a matter of personal taste, but I like jazz in general more than I like rap. Yoko Kano, master for jazz OST. Mid J-rap, stop. It's not fucking mid. All the music in this show is fucking great. I even own the vinyl of this show. Well, I own the music to this show on vinyl, I should say. Jazz style of Duke Ellington, highly impressed. Rap in Champloo is only a notch above the quality of Mike Jones. Shut the fuck up. Mike, nah, don't disrespect that shit. Nah, it's way better than that. Shut the fuck up. What? You can hate me later for introducing me to his music. Oh my god. I don't agree with that, but like I said, it's personal taste, I guess, a personal preference, but whatever. I enjoyed some episodes a lot more. I enjoyed some episodes a lot more than I enjoyed others. Appreciate the series was trying so hard to do, but I just couldn't bring myself to actually enjoy it no matter how much I wanted it to. Not a bad anime series that you can avoid watching. Champloo is by no means a bad anime series that you should avoid watching at all costs. That's not what I'm trying to say, but I am saying it isn't particularly as good as a series. Huge letdown for Bebop fans. Not for me. I actually enjoyed it. Lots of rap. I would go with Afro Samurai. Okay, at least this person likes Afro Samurai. It is far more superior than Samurai. Nah, I wouldn't. I love Afro Samurai as well, but I just think, well, maybe because Afro was shorter, but Samurai just, I think overall is better. But Afro is up there too, and especially because of the music. I guess that's another show that's similar to Champloo, but not as. There wasn't a lot of like hip hop, like like I said, there was breakdancing in Champloo. There was like a graffiti episode and shit like that. So I feel like that's why I love this show more. And it was just more fleshed out, but Afro was good too. Just look for another negative review. I'm looking for like a lower review, like maybe like a 4, maybe like a 1 even. I just want to see why somebody wouldn't like this show. I feel like the lowest score we'll probably see is a, okay, we got a 5, right? Okay, let's go to this one. Play 2X. Let's see what this person has to say. I promised to some friends that someday I would do a review of Samurai Champloo. And well, since the dough for Nikumin is still rising, what the fuck is, I don't know what that means. First of all, you visit my profile, you'll find out rather quickly I'm not a big fan of Watanabe. Okay, I'll still try to rate it. Okay. The first point on my list would be the story aspect, which I split up in 3 sections. Okay, story 2 out of 3. As you know from the synopsis, Fu is searching for a samurai sunflowers. Samurai that smells of sunflowers, and I left in the dark first, but it's a pretty promising start. It leaves a lot of options where to go with the story and grab your attention. On the other hand, this plot isn't anything special either. We have seen this plot before, and I can't guarantee we will see it again. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's episodic. Like, this is our overall story, but some episodes are pretty fucking random. Like, I love the random episode of, like, when they run into the farm, like, of weed and shit, and they all get high by the end of the episode. I love little episodes like that. But there is an overall story, but some are just random. But I think overall the story was still pretty good. But I guess this person said it wasn't that great, but I mean, that's totally fine. So the overall story is 5 out of 10. Okay, like I can see why some people wouldn't like Champloo's story or why they wouldn't think it's good, but in my opinion, I just loved it. I just love like watching the characters go through like a random day of like just, you know, like usually for them, it's like they go, you know, they're usually always broke trying to make money and shit, and they always end up in like some like weird predicaments or like, you know, trying to make money and shit. So I don't know, it was just cool watching them going through you know, through light to life, you know, days and shit, and just like I said, like they were just always like struggling and shit, which was always pretty funny. But okay, the section contains the character designs, the backgrounds. Okay, to be honest, the character designs are the worst part of this. What? No, stop. The character designs were the worst, dude. What? There's not gonna be no more iconic, there was not going to be another iconic character like Mugen ever. Like his style, like his messy hair, like his drip, he's just so fucking dope. Like, I don't know, he's just dope to me. And then Steve Blum, his voice just fit perfect. I also watched the dub for Champloo as well. I've never seen it in sub just because like the dub is pretty fucking good. So I would recommend the dub as well. But what was I going? I think I was just going on a rant. But okay, they didn't like the art. I guess, like I said, it's whatever floats your boat. They look unproportional, especially Fu and Jin's head. What? I never saw that. I feel like Jin's head is way too thin for his body. I think it's just an artistic style of choice, which is probably like that. Like, you know, like the reason I don't like One Piece is because of the characters that look all like wonky and looking. I don't know, that's why I don't like One Piece's art style, just because they look pretty fucking weird to me. So I guess I can see this person's point of view on that, but I didn't see that with Champloo. I thought they were pretty proportional, so whatever. I think I should mention, okay, right here, I am not a hip-hop fan. Okay, I can see why hip-hop, people who don't like hip-hop would not think like the intro is that good, or why the show maybe that's why they don't like it as much as me, as somebody who grew up listening to hip-hop. Like I said, this just is like no other show like this. Like, they just have a lot of hip-hop influence in this show, which is why I love it so much. But anime like Peacemaker, Kurogen, never seen that one. I think I know what show that it is. It's been on my watch list. I don't think that Samurai Champloo did a good job with it. So what? Like all these ratings that are giving it low, they don't like the music. Like, why? What? It's like having a random hip-hop CD in my city. You play the music and the pictures were never in sync, and that's what I feel like. Especially the fighting and the background music felt really misplaced. Nah, I don't agree with that. I feel like everything in Champloo just fit perfectly. Also, the outro, fucking amazing. I love how it ends, especially after the last episode, and then you hear the outro one last time. Oh no, wait, no, my bad. In the outro, I think they end with a different song, which is also great. Like, it just gave it like, it leaves you with that empty feeling like, fuck, it's over, the show is over. And the song was just dope. I don't know who did that last song to the Champloo once it ends, but it was dope as well. One conclusion, next to nothing changed. Don't get me wrong, they definitely developed, but I don't feel like they would act different from before. I feel different. I feel like they came into each other's lives and they're gonna remember each other forever. And I feel like because of that, they're gonna change. And like, it just makes you think like, damn, what did they do after, you know, like, yeah, it just makes you think like, what kind of people are they going to become later on because of this journey that they just went on together after all this time, and then now they're kind of just splitting up. And I feel like they're going to change, but I guess, you know, like I said, to each his own. So overall, it's at 6 out of 10. Compare the cast of Champloo and Bebop, which is pretty much identical. Okay. Section where, okay, whether or not would recommend it to friends or watch it again, how often I would watch so much. Did I like it? No. Did I want a continuation? No. Do I recommend it? Depends on who asked me. Okay, so this person didn't really like. Enjoyment is pretty much a 1 out of 10. Damn, that's crazy. Story a 5 out of 10. I can see why some people probably, the story, like, yeah, the story is nothing like super amazing or original, but I just liked it just because of the characters themselves. I think they just made the story that much more enjoyable and just everything around it. So I can see why they didn't like it, but to me, that's why I like it so much. I think let's read a positive review, and then I think we'll do like one more negative. Shout outs to this person. Farewell to words. This person has a good anime taste. Let's see, they give it a 10 out of 10. It's not the plot that which makes Samurai Champloo noteworthy, but rather the character themselves, which is, you know, what I was saying. Very strong, relatable presence in the main characters, Jin, Mugen, and Fu. I feel like I'm like Mugen and Jin at times. Like Mugen, like sometimes because I feel like I'm like Mugen because I don't give a fuck about a lot of stuff. Like a lot of stuff doesn't bother me. And I'm like Jin because I'm cool, calm, and collective at times. So I feel like I'm like a little bit of both, which is why I like them so much. It didn't leave any questions unanswered, and to me the ending, although somewhat anticlimactic, was in my opinion more than suited to close the final pages on what is my favorite animes of all time. You'll laugh, maybe even crying though. You'll enjoy every minute of it, chances you want to experience all over again in a distant future. True. I was hoping they would kind of like talk about the music more, and let's see. Okay, oh my god. Okay, we're gonna have to go through these two reviews right now because I just seen this person said, "God damn it, it's boring." Johnny, and you have a picture of Death the Kid. I love Soul Eater, but shut the fuck up. I'm just playing. I don't give a shit. And okay, this is the lowest I've seen so far. So let's just go into this person and see why they thought it was boring. The story was so basic and advanced, like a very slow snail. Really, I don't think it was slow at all. I thought each episode was pretty unique and interesting, and like, I mean, not really. I guess a lot of it's about them being broke and stuff, but I think just watching them go through it was just pretty funny. So I wouldn't agree with that, but whatever. So the interactions between are very one-dimensional and annoyingly repetitive. I mean, yeah, they kind of argue about the same stuff, but that's what makes it so funny and great because it makes it so fucking real, you know. It's just like when you're with your homies, you kind of roast each other about the same shit. That's what I felt about them three, so that's why I like their banter. Now the soundtrack. Okay, this person gave it an overall 4, but they actually like the soundtrack. Soundtrack is probably one of the best parts of the show. It was popular lo-fi hip-hop. Producer Nujibes, okay, he recognizes. Okay, I'll give you that. The smooth jazz rap builds on the action-packed parts of the show and clearly a really chill vibe for watching. Opening and ending are also great and very memorable parts of the show. Okay, at least he appreciates the sound and the art, so I'll give him that. Give it an overall, I don't know, okay, a 5, 7, 7, characters 4, enjoyment 4 overall. I guess it balances it out. Okay, I'm trying to see like if there's somebody who gave it like a 1 or something like that. Let's see. So far, 4 is the lowest rating that I've seen so far. All right, here we go. We found an overall rating of 2. This is probably the lowest that I've seen so far, and I think after this, we'll probably end the video. So let's see what this person had to say. Risa no Himi. I don't know what, I think that's Sailor Moon. That's Usagi right there. Pretty sure that's her. Okay, and let's see what this person had to say, why they give it such a low fucking score. Oh my god, here we go. Oh, it's not even that long. First, when I started watching this on TV, it didn't take my attention because of the characters are really bad in my opinion. Okay, I tried to watch this one, but the series is awful to watch for me. It's like Shoujo and Shonen too, but this one is surely not as my style, would never be. I guess, like I said, so that's why I gave it a 1 out of 10 because for me it's really bad. The story is no more simple, but I didn't enjoy it and forced myself to watch a couple of episodes more, but I dropped this one. I don't like the anime because of the ugly character designs and long story. I'm just playing. Whatever. That's your opinion. I kind of wanted to see, let's see, one like a more in-depth review. That kind of can't really, you know, because they didn't really watch the show. Should we read one more review? I don't know. I think this it kind of got the point across. Okay, this is a 5 right here, and let's see what this person has to say, and then we'll end it. Let's see. Plenty of episodes were halfway through. I was like, what's the point of this? I was like, an episode where they play baseball. No, really, you didn't have to have a stroke just reading that. Yes, fucking baseball. Yeah, like I said, it's an episodic show. There's like random moments. Like, yeah, there is an episode where they play baseball and it's fucking entertaining. But I can see why why this person didn't like it. Funny without annoying, unlike Mugen, who's annoying and unfunny. What? Annoying and unfunny. Oh my god, his jokes were oftentimes subtle and clever and actually kind of funny. Oh, Jin, it's okay. If after reading it you still want to watch Samurai Champloo, by all means go ahead. I don't want to discourage you from watching. I'm just giving my personal opinion while attempting to justify it the best that I can. Samuel Champion is a good old 5 out of 10. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think that's all we're gonna really find for this show, but I think that's the gist of it. It's a pretty like highly praised show. Either you like it or you don't. I mean, well, you'll most likely you'll like it. If you like hip hop and stuff like that, I think you'll enjoy it. Even if you don't, I think it's just it's a show that hold on, let's go back to this. It's a show that there's not another show out there like this. Like there is some shows that kind of have some hip hop influence in it, but it's not like this show where it's like, you know, this had like a little bit of everything, like breakdancing, you know, graffiti, you know, like it's just a unique show. I don't think there'll ever be another show like this, which is what saddens me. But that's why I just love this show and watch it, which is why I'm always gonna go back and watch it because of all that it provides for me as a fan of like hip hop and samurai and stuff like that. It's just, I fucking love this show to death and will probably love it for the rest of my life. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, if you haven't seen Samurai Champloo, go watch it if you didn't care about spoilers. But yeah, it's a great fucking show. A lot of people didn't talk about the ending, which I thought they would, but like the ending is like, it just ends with them like, you know, them splitting apart, and I just, you know, that's pretty much it. They go on their own path now after their long journey together. So yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it. Samurai Champloo, love that show. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys want to see more of this? Let me know in the comments, because I really think I'm gonna come back and do this some more. I don't know how long I want these episodes to be. Like I said, we can only read a couple of reviews because I think it gets the gist, it gets the point across. You know, they're all pretty much the same after a point. So I try to find like the lowest score. The lowest score I found was a 4. You know, a lot of people, you know, but a lot of people do give it like a 7, an 8, a 9, and like 10s and stuff. So it's a pretty dope show. I feel like a lot of people are gonna like it more than hate it. So yeah, that's Samurai Champloo. So that's why it's my #1 show of all time. So yeah. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know, or maybe some suggestions of how I should, maybe, like I said, well, this like series itself will probably like evolve and like get better over time, but for now, this is how it's gonna be. So hopefully you guys dig it, and if you guys did, hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and then I'll see you guys on the next episode. All right, take it easy, peace.
Are you one of those so-called badasses?